Hello viewers, you're welcome to this tutorial. So this one is basically made for testing string variables. Okay, in the previous tutorials we're only testing integers in the if and elif statement. We're just using numbers and all these things we're seeing here. So kind of we want to use string values. I want to introduce you to string values as well in the if statement, so it becomes more simpler. So we have a variable called username, okay, or user expected name, okay, user expected name equal to prince. All right, so this is the name we're expecting the user to enter. Okay, and we have user username or user entered name. All right, is equal to input. So we want to receive an input from the user. We're dealing with strings, not integers, so by default the input function uses string. So enter your name, okay, enter your full name. Okay, just enter your name. Is the basic program, so we can see enter your first name. All right, enter your first name. So we want to give permission to someone. All right, and the person, the name we're expecting is called Prince, okay, and the name we're expecting is Prince. So we said user entered name, so we're asking the user to enter the name, so we store the value in this. Then this is the name we're expecting, so we compare the two. So we're just dealing with the if statement as well. So you already know how the if statement works. So we go like if the user expected name. Now bear in mind you can use any of them. You can say if the user entered name first, there is no problem with that. You can bring either entered name first, or even the previous tutorial we did, you can go like if user or if the price in my pocket, the amount in my pocket is less than the amount the price of the product. Okay, you can kind of mix them. It's not sequential. So I want to use user expected name first. So if user expected name is not equal to, all right, or is equal to the user entered name. All right, so this, then say print, hey, you are welcome. Okay, then we go like elif user expected name is okay, let's just jump to the else statement. So else print, oh sorry, you are not the one we are expecting. Okay, so we're receiving a user, so we declare a variable called Prince, called user expected name, and we receive an input from the user. Okay, so we want to check if the name we're expecting is equal to the one the user entered, then say you are welcome. If not, just tell him we are sorry. Okay, so this is for the string. So enter your name and I say Prince, so it gives me you are welcome. All right, and if I go to an extent of saying maybe any name, like name, it says sorry, you are not the one we're expecting. Okay, now check this out. This is so cool. If I type Prince in lowercase, sorry, but it's the same Prince. Okay, so what is the difference? The difference is this is capitalized. It has the first letter P as an uppercase letter, but the one I typed has P as a lowercase letter. So I want to introduce some properties of string or some methods of string. Now what I'm about to do, if you've not really gone into it, because I'm not going to do anything if I've not shown it, so you can go to manipulating data types in my Python basic tutorial. It just contains things like uppercase, dealing with all this stuff. So I want to teach you best practices. Okay, my focus is not only making you understand the if statement, because if you enter Prince as small p, it will not work in the system. Okay, so you have to be careful and cautious what you're doing, because this Prince starts with capital P, so it's just case sensitive. Python is these things are called case sensitive, case either uppercase or small case. So what you have to do is, I know that the Prince here is the P is an uppercase and this is capitalized. Okay, capitalized simply means that the first letter is capital and all the ones are small. All right, so I say if user expected name is equal to user entered name, and I bring dot capitalized. All right, so this capitalized, what it will do is it will pick the name the user enters and transform it into a capital word. So what it means is the first letter will be made capital, the rest of them will be made small. All right, so let's, after I will print the name, I'll print it here. So what will I print? I would like to print the user expected user entered name. Okay, and I also do the capitalize, so you see how it works. Okay, so let's run the code. All right, so enter your name. I enter small Prince. It says you're welcome, and it prints the Prince in capitalized. So the first one is an uppercase, the rest are small. Just because of this method, I use capitalized. So there are several methods we can use. You can try them out. There is dot upper, okay, and there is dot lower, okay, and there is swap case. All right, so you can be using all of them to navigate through your system, which works perfectly. So this is how to kind of help your user out, because a user might enter small letters, which he is the intended user, all right, but you just have to maneuver your way because this is capitalized. So kind of add dot capitalized to the actual name the user enters, which will just compare the values you have. So this is just the basic thing I want you to know in this tutorial, how to maneuver string values. So try the elif statement as well. Maybe you want to have another option like user other name. Okay, so try to do this assignment. Make a variable name is user other name. All right, so if the user expected name does not work, then check something else. Elif, okay, user other name, which is the variable you would declare if, and ask the user again, enter your second name. So if the user enters the second name, you make this comparison with the user other name, so you kind of know if this one is right or this one is not right. So just try to go through that. Use the elif statement but declare another value, say user other name. So if the user's first name is kind of different, then check it with the user other name. So ask the user to also enter a second name. Okay, so check that one with this one as you check the first one with this. Then if none of them works, it just runs the else statement. So thanks for viewing, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for